Okay, then let's talk about unit circle from now on. So, to understand unit circle, so we have to understand what this means. Unit means r equal to 1. Therefore, 4 major point here. This is the 1, 0. This is 0, 1. Negative 1, 0. 0, negative 1. So as you see, from the center, all the radius equal to 1, right? Okay. So from here, now before we talk about polar system, this we can using the unit circle angle value as well. So if we from this angle, we don't move anything here, then we can say this is 0 degree, right? And then now this angle become 90, so 90 degree until here, then 180 degree. Now from here to here, then 270 degree, and then one full cycle is 360 degree here. Okay, now we can also indicate this one using the radian value. Because r equal to 1, now we can say the radian value. So this is the still 0, and the 90 becomes pi over 2, and 180 become pi, and this is 3 pi over 2, and then there also 2 pi here. So the full one cycle is usually say 2 pi, and then half of them, this is pi here. Okay, now let's talk about unit circle more detail. We will talk about split triangle 30, 60, and 90 first. So let's review briefly. 60, 30, and 90. Then if this is equal to 1, then opposite 30 become 1 over 2. Opposite 60 become root 3 over 2. Please remember that. Okay. Now I'm gonna cut 6 pieces of half circle here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because we cut from 0 to pi 6 different pieces. This will be pi over 6 piece. Or we can also say 30 degree, right? Make sense? Yeah. Now I'm gonna draw vertical line here. Then you know this is 90. Since this is 30, then this become 60 here. So I'm gonna explain everything by angle first because it's much easier. And then we will go back to radian value. So since this is equal to 1 because unit circle, now opposite 30, which is 1 over 2, opposite 60 become root 3 over 2 basically, right? So because this length, total length indicate root 3 over 2, and this length, which is half, so corresponding y-axis, this become 1 over 2 here. Okay? Now, then let's move on 60 side here. So if I draw a vertical line right here, then this equal to 1 still. Now, then because this angle becomes 60, there will be 30 here, right? Okay, then before it was the 1 over 2, and then that's the root 3 over 2. Now it become opposite. So this become 1 over 2, and then corresponding there will be root 3 over 2 here. Okay, so this coordinate becomes root 3 over 2, comma 1 over 2. This coordinate become 1 over 2, comma root 3 over 2. This coordinate we know it already. Now this one, so what's the counter angle based on this, which is 60 here. Then if you draw the vertical line from here, then we know this is 30. So now we know this is 1 over 2. But this is the plane, so you should know the second quadrant. So x value become negative 1 over 2, and y, this one is still root 3 over 2. So this one coordinate becomes negative 1 over 2, comma root 3 over 2. Then can you conjecture this one then? Yes, because this is the 30. Now, if you do the vertical line here, there will be 60. So that equal to 1 over 2, like corresponding like that. And this become negative root 3 over 2. So this order pair become negative root 3 over 2, comma 1 over 2 here. Now, let's complete another half circle. So I'm gonna cut 6 pieces again. Like this. Okay. Then you may notice that this is the always root 3 over 2, 1 over 2, 0, negative 1 over 2, negative root 3 over 2, negative 1, and then now this one, you can make corresponding value, which is this one, and now this will be negative 1 over 2, right? The angle is 210, and then they become negative root 3 over 2, comma negative 1 over 2. Now this one, you can find corresponding line here, then that becomes negative 1 over 2, comma negative root 3 over 2. Okay? Now this value, there will be 1 over 2, comma negative root 3 over 2, and this one will be root 3 over 2, comma negative 1 over 2. Okay? So the angle value 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, 330, 360. So now whatever I ask you, you can find the order pair. But that's not the point yet. We need to find out sine and cosine value based on this one here. So from the previous lecture video, we found out x represent cosine x value, cosine angle value, y-axis represent sine angle value here. So, if I ask, what is the cosine 60? Then you need to go this order pair and then find the x value, which is 1 over 2. That should be the answer. What is the sine 120? Then you just go to 120 degree and then read y coordinates. So 30, 60, 90, 120. So root 3 over 2. Okay? So what about cosine maybe 270? Then which is here, right? So x is 0, so become 0 then. That's how you find out sine and cosine angle value based on 30 degree, 60 degree cases here. So next video, we will talk about 45, 45, 90 unit circle. Okay?